Nice view, ain't it? Okay. I'm kind of excited about this video that I'm going to do today. Yeah, I went to a pretty good church service this morning. Nice. 'Tis the season, you know, singing hymns and all that. Anyway, on to what this video is going to be about, and what I want to do in this video is kind of completely debunk and dismantle and refute the race war people. To me, there are these fools and idiots, beta male simps, and punk ass little bitches that are on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and even YouTube, number of social media sites that are getting into this race war foolishness. And of course it's the two main groups that have been affected by feminism: the blacks and the whites, or the Negroes and the Caucasians. And I find this just funny, hilarious, amusing, and also in some ways sad. But yeah, in this video I'm going to be really ripping some asses here and rattling some cages. And in fact, if you know me personally, like you've met me in person and you know me, I would appreciate if you would share this video with some people. I really would. So on that note, I'm going to get started here. See, here's the thing. We got with these people, with the pro-blacks, the hoteps, and the alt-left. That's what I call them, the alt-left. These hoteps, these hate the white man. White man is the cause of all their misfortune and all this. Pro-black hoteps. And then you got the other group, the alt-right, that kind of David Duke type mentality, thinking the Jews are, and they've got a point there with the Jews, but they say that there's constantly this threat now of white genocide and the elimination of the white race as a whole, and that Jesus was white and a European, and the true Jews are Europeans and stuff like that. And I got something to say, and I'm going to say it. To the pro-blacks, the alt-left, and I used to get into a lot of discussions, debates with them on social media. Not so much anymore, but they never could answer my questions. Never could. When I came at them with, about the, when I addressed them about the Irish slaves who were the original slaves here in America, they couldn't refute that. They had nothing to say about the Barbary slave trade of Europeans, white Europeans in Africa, concurrent with the transatlantic slave trade of Africans here in America. It's happening at the same time. And there were black guards that were paid to watch over these white slaves and brutalize them, and even rape their women at times. Basically these guys are after the reparations, and if they want the reparations, I say we got to be fair and consistent. We got to be consistent with it. We can't just say, well, we got to give black people, the pro-blacks, reparations for slavery, but we're not going to address these people, the white slaves of North Africa. Why are we going to do that? Look, turn a blind eye to both. Turn a blind eye to one, but address the other. No, we're not going to do that. Never got an answer for that. So there it is. Also, and I'll continue with that, never got any answer from them about the black slave owners here like William Ellison and Anthony Johnson, and myself too, being an American Indian, or partly American Indian descent. You know, the 5 civilized tribes who it turned out those guys owned more black slaves than white people. You know, the Creek, the Chickasaw, the Cherokee, the Seminole, and the Choctaw. Yeah. And they continued to own their slaves after the Civil War. There's nothing said about that. Nor about the Buffalo Soldiers, who after the Civil War were paid mercenaries. Now this is out west, out in the Oklahoma, Kansas area that this happened, you know, that they were paid to kill and raid Native American property, rape their women, put them on government-owned property known as the reservation, which they're still on today. But yeah, I never got any answers from them on that, so I'm thinking that they had no answer. That's about it. You know, so now on to the alt-right, you know, Mr. Alt-right, you know, the David Duke follower and all that jazz. You know, these guys screaming about white genocide 24/7 and the elimination of their race, and that they're the real Jews and all this hogwash, you know, BS, bullshit hogwash. You know, you guys, for one, you do know that the capitalism that was developed by your ancestors, right, who came here, and they did develop the capitalism. Well, that's been pretty much all taken over now by the Asians and the Hispanics. The Hispanics are doing all the physical labor jobs, and basically doing that end of things, running the businesses, especially in the restaurant business. It's been taken over almost all by Mexicans and Hispanics and varying other ethnicities of the you know, like Central America, South America, that region, you know, which is why you almost, if you go anywhere, you almost are guaranteed to be, you almost have to be bilingual to get a good job, you know, in any of those businesses. Like if you want to be a manager or something like that, you almost better be bilingual, you know, now. And on all the, you know, the nail places and all those places are owned by Asians, you know, and the cigar shops are owned by Arabs and Middle Easterns. So, you know, you guys are at the bottom of the barrel too. You know, you're laughing about, you got concerns, but you ought to ask yourselves why. And the it's a slap in your own face that if you're under threat of white genocide, you know. And maybe, just possibly, was it the support of your woman that got you where you are today? I gotta laugh at this now. Kinda. I mean, it's funny in a sad but ironic way that you're in the position you are now, and yeah, you know, I really don't know what to say to you, you know. There just really is nothing to say, you know. You know, you were pulled down from within by your own people, you know, by your own woman. How about that? Your own woman that's now pretty much got you, technically speaking, by the balls, you know. So all I can say, little boys, is grow up. Like the Bible says, you know, when I was a man, I thought as a man. When I was a child, I speak as a child and thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. So with this race war stuff, it's foolishness and it's childish things. So your problems are not color. Your problems are your own family and yourselves. So that's about all I have to say about that. And with all that, I bid you all adieu until next time. Because at the end of the day,